Hey y'all, let's give me 1 second and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, if you can, make sure you hit that thumbs up, share this out. We'll wait to see if we get some more people in before I start running my mouth. No, it's going to be a good live. We're going to talk about a case. I'm not going to talk about the drama on these streets, just the case at hand. And the case at hand today is about Sean Daugherty. He was a 12-year-old little boy that allegedly committed his own passing. As picky as I am about shit and any fucking shit up like that. Yeah, wrong. Could be more wrong. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. How is everybody today? My night bot is messing up. I messed up my night bot, y'all. Sorry. There we go. Hello, Maisie. I think our G is here. I don't know. I'm waiting on people to come in, and then we can talk about this case. But while we wait, how is everybody doing? What's up? I was looking for that. Why do you want to throw stuff at me now? Getting shit thrown at me. I know it's only Thursday, but what y'all got planned for this weekend? Got anything fun planned? There's my OG, my love. Who? Where are you going? For how long?
I'll be back by Sunday.
Lucky you.
I don't even know where I want to go.
Spoke me to go up there to go school shopping. Because there's no friggin' taxes on school clothes up there. There ain't no taxes on clothes, period, in Jersey. That's one thing I did love about when I used to go school shop when I lived in New York. We always went to Jersey for our school stuff when we could afford it. Especially when I got in high school, that's where I always went. We probably won't have a big crowd because, you know, I'm not talking about summer tonight. So, everybody, if it's not about summer, they don't want to come in. They don't want to talk. It's pretty sad because, you know, the true crime community is not just Summer's community. It's all missing kids. And it's sad. I love that everybody keeps Summer's name out there, but like I said, there's other little kids too. Sorry, I'm trying to clean up so we can go home. You shouldn't be running that crazy no more. You only got one to run around. I know you can't wait till next year when
Get that cord. Get your phone.
your oldest one. No, you said get my phone, and then you didn't even give me a chance to pick it up. Damn, this man. Yep, I agree with you. There is a lot, and I know this case isn't about a missing kid, but this case is something off with this case. What?
Where's she at?
No, I. Damn, I didn't realize I've been talking this whole time on mute. Yeah, it's his fault. He does this shit. I want to make sure Did you not read up what I told you to read up on? Maisie? No, I'm live. You good? Hey, now leave me alone. Don't start with me. Yeah, there is a lot off with this case, babe. Discovered. But I think if I do stay on and I stay with the channel, I'm gonna start doing a lot of other kids. We can't just keep covering one or two because there's kids that don't even have any exposure at all. It's crazy. Um, but my other channel, I think I'm gonna turn it into a whatever channel. We talk about whatever over there. Definitely not true crime. I don't want every channel I have to be a true crime channel. But we'll figure it out. That's what mods are for. Y'all are there to help me figure shit out. I think y'all are supposed to help me do that. I'm not sure. No, you're good, sweetheart. You're good. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't realize it was covering up the truck.
I wonder if she's gonna bring me another screen door.
Yeah, right there. Right down the porch.
Right there.
Yep. You're good, hon. I just wanted to see if she was there, and I found out she is. She's working there. Yeah. Oh, I know that, sweetheart. I would never expect y'all to put me or this channel over anything in your personal life. You guys know better than that. If y'all don't, if there's no time, then I just don't worry about it until I know you guys do have time to spend and chill with me. But as for anything else, I don't care. You know that. You guys should all know that. But
You do.
no, I mean, I don't.
Love me, motherfucker.
Not you, asshole. You see how everything's about him, right, y'all? Everything is about that man, supposedly.
No, I'm gonna tell him to take that shit back to the warehouse.
Go in here and grab my purse. Oh yeah, there's a lot off with this case. There's a lot that I found out that I don't know if it's in the news or not, or if it was put out in the news. This case is really, really screwed up. Like, I don't understand or see how he could do the things that they said he did at all. Because I just don't. Like, this boy was hanging by his, not his neck, y'all. He was hanging by his chin, first off. There's just no way you're going to unalive yourself like that. By a shoelace at that. A 12-year-old healthy boy. He was mere, I want to say centimeters off the ground. Like, he could literally put his foot down and he would have been touching the ground. And not even his foot, because like his knees weren't that far off the ground. I think it's physically impossible. Sorry, y'all. OG said, shh, Dan. He said he ate. But back to the case. So he's, like I said, just hanging from the play swing set. And for him, I'm looking at the swing set right now, so I'm trying to figure out how this was even possible. He had his head covered with a helmet bag, like a motorcycle helmet bag. And his hands were bound at his waist, down his side. The belt that was binding his hands to his side were so tight, y'all. So tight that the EMS had a hard time trying to get it off. They even documented it. It's all over the reports. They had a hard time getting that belt off. How did that boy, with his head covered bind his hands to his side that tight, and then hang himself off the swing set by his chin. Not his throat, but by his chin with a shoelace. And he can't see without his glasses, and his glasses were feet away from him.
Gotta get rid of it. That's just how I know I take the shit. You take the shit to the landfill. You know what I'm saying? That dude already had it done.
I've got, when I get home, I've got some.
Just now, and that damn that RV moved. I ain't even noticed that damn thing gone. No, I mean neither. I don't be paying attention. Oh, exactly. That's what I was saying. That's just my own shit.
No, because they told the parents after the case, they closed the case in May this year. They told the parents that the records were sealed. So the only way that they're going to be able to get it is if they go and get a lawyer to request them, because you can't. They're not giving them out. They said they're sealed. It's closed. Yeah. I have the paperwork at home on the computer to show you guys. I am to show you guys. I just don't have. I'm on my phone, so I can't do it from here. If I can find my lighter. Lighter. There it is. So there it is. There it is. Exactly, discovering it wasn't around his throat, it was around his chin. How can it be? How can it be that?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say in the morning. Now, you gotta do all the wash you want to do and stuff. Cause in the morning I'm gonna be sliding that stuff out there.
Yeah, they didn't. No, they said
This all I got to do. My daughter got that
he
bucket out there.
oh,
Right.
I think it was that because he hung himself. They said that, I guess it was considered choking or something. I don't know. I have to look at it again. Like I said, I don't have the paperwork in front of me, but it's just, I don't know. With her mom being working for the Pentagon, she's a higher up in the what the hell is she in? Air Force. So like she's got like that high clearance status. Oh. And yeah, I think they said that he choked himself, I think. But with the shoelace was it's a shoelace. How is a 12-year-old healthy boy supposed to do that with a shoelace? I would think the shoelace would have broke. Shoelaces ain't that strong. If they say, if they try and say asphyxiation, it's BS, because with his weight, it would be too tight to slide to his chin. Exactly. So that tells me whatever happened to him happened before he was outside. We also got to go back and look at the beginning too, because like this was a very, very extremely happy and healthy little boy. He loved his life. He loved his family. He loved to read. Um, he liked comic books. Like there's I could go on with the things that he enjoyed in life. This little boy saved up $107 to be able to buy books from the book fair when he was in fifth grade. When this happened, he was in sixth grade. This little boy wanted to be president when he got older. This little boy, the night before this all happened, was excited. His mother brought him home 2 carrot cake cookies. This is a little boy that followed his mom and his stepdad around every night before bed to tell him, just talk to him about all the things that happened that day or the exciting news he got from whatever. Every night. And then before he would go to bed, he'd look at him and be like, all right, guys, I love you. I'll see you in the morning. Go to bed. 12-year-old little boy that act more mature than most men that we know on a daily basis. That's a boy that seemed like he enjoyed life too much. He loved life too much. He wasn't getting bullied at school. He never once said anything except, no, I'm sorry, let me take that back. There was one time him and a little girl got into a little scuffle or whatever you want to say. But it didn't seem to bother him. He didn't care about it because he told his parents not to worry about it. But his parents still took it upon themselves because it was a bullying situation. So they wanted it to stop. They didn't want it to continue. So they did call the school and talk to the principal and the teacher, and it stopped. Nothing happened. Nothing more was said ever about it. But this is a little boy that supposedly took his own life, right? Where does any of that I just said about this little boy say that he would do something like that? Now, I know you never, with that, when somebody takes their own life, normally you don't know what's behind the reasoning for it. You don't realize the stuff that's going on behind it, or, they don't tell you. Most people that are going to unalive themselves, they're not going to tell you they're going to do it first. They're not. I've had way too many people do that in my life, and never once did I even think they were capable of doing something like that. And most of them, I knew what they were going through. I may not have understood the situation, obviously, that good, but I knew them. And it just didn't. Some of them I could think, yeah, maybe. But some of them I just think to myself and like, no, not at all. Hey, Buddha baby boy, what are you doing, sweetheart? Okay, come here. Come on. Come here. Oh, woo! Grab that. No, I'm gonna carry you over there, baby. I don't want you walking. Ready? Sorry, y'all. I gotta take the baby to this trampoline. All right, let me get back to these questions. Hey, girls, what's up? All right. I still want to know whose shoelace it was because he wore Crocs. Yes, ma'am. As far as they gather, it was from a pair of his shoes. He didn't wear only Crocs. He did wear tennis shoes and stuff. But from what I understand from the mother's story, one of his shoelaces out of his tennis shoes was missing. but she said she couldn't remember if it was the same shoelace because he liked them weird shoelaces. Like if he could find, that was like one thing she said he collected was shoelaces. He liked the weird types of shoelaces and styles, colors. But yeah, can't go by how people act on the outside because sadness, depression is easy to hide. I know, but for a 12-year-old, I don't know. I just don't think that's easy to hide from a kid. Because, most kids that are depressed or get really angry or they're really drawn back. This kid was outgoing, happy, always smiling and wanting to have fun. And he was excited to get to watch his baby brother for the first time this day. This day, he didn't know he was going to watch his baby until he got home from school. So that throws it in there too. Like, how did he have anything planned like this? If, he didn't even know his brother was going to be with him. Not to mention when they found his brother, which the cops weren't looking for him, but the family went in to look in the house and they found him on a chair. You okay, baby? What'd you do? Step on the acorn? They're acorn tops. Now, when they went to go and look for him, they found him buried underneath a pile of clothes on the chair. And it was said that the boy was like kind of like a woozy, out of it type state. Come over here and stay in this area where they're not over here. Okay? You're going to hurt your foot, love. I don't know. I always thought he was kind of an ass. So, I mean, funny, but I always thought his personality was an ass. So I wouldn't think he would have ever done it, but I don't know. I don't know. I just think like the vary from a kid to an adult is different. Careful. I just think, like I said, I think it's different. It varies from a kid's mental state and an adult's mental state. Like the kids' mental state, they're more of like, everybody will be better off if I wasn't never born type. An adult mental state is like, there's all different kinds of reasons for not going on in life, but then they have their reasons to stay around. So it's like a pros and cons list when it comes to stuff like that. I'm gonna do some research and we're gonna have a live on suicide. So that word. And if y'all want to do some homework, y'all can help with the research on it. I got a lot of it already, but it's interesting to see what other people come up with. Hello, Kirsch. Welcome in, honey. No, no, this boy was never missing, Kirsch. This is about the little boy that allegedly took his own life, but never had any signs or nothing of any reason for it. And they finally closed the case after a year. This happened in April of last year. They closed the case May this year. But like all the things that the parents noticed inside the house that wasn't something familiar to them. Like there was, you know, they left the house was in clean condition or whatever. They come back and there's certain things that are disarray. And the cops never went in there, took fingerprints or nothing. They never did anything other than automatically call it what they saw. They didn't do no investigation into anything. And I believe the reason why they got a thing out on change.org for a petition for the case to go to somebody else just for a relook, just to see if they can do more than what the state police, I think it was the Yorktown Police Department. I don't know if it's what it is. I know it's police. I just don't know what kind. But yeah. So they need they do need to reopen it. I think they need to reopen it. I think they need somebody else to. You want to get down? Here's my back. Hold on. Ready? You gonna get up? Come on. Come on, get your piggyback on. Come on. No. Put your feet here. Put your arms here. Put both hands. Give me a phone. All right, hold on, y'all. Down, down, down. He's being too wiggly.
I don't want to get nothing in them feet, buddy. Get up on.
Sorry, y'all. I had to kind of give the baby a piggyback ride to back to the house.
All right. Well, let's get ready to go. You
All
have
right.
a good one. You too. Y'all be safe. I'll be here.
Always. Bye, Buddha. I'll bring you Buddha. Buddha.
And I got a little piece of
Hey,
jam out there.
I'll bring you something. I'll bring you a treat tomorrow, okay? All right? I bring you something special tomorrow?
Yeah, I gotta go to Booty School tomorrow at 11. I can help you. Yeah.
Okay.
So you gotta get a break for real. You're gonna hate that shit.
Bye, Buddha.
Everybody be like, oh, I can't wait for him to go to school. And then y'all be missing. I'll be bored as fuck. Sitting all the time. Damn.
Trying to figure out, Buddha, where you at? You quiet. No, you, not him. Oh. All right, let me see if I can read some of these comments. I got a little too far behind. I was a very depressed child, depressed in my child. Damn it. Childhood and a good show. There's a lot of moodiness. Depression is blamed on hormones. Yeah, but did you pretend to be as happy as this little boy was being? Like, no. I mean, if, damn it, if he was any sort of that type of way, I don't think he would have done it with his brother being there, y'all. Because he was really excited to watch his little brother. This was the very first time he got trusted to babysit. And he was so excited. He took a picture of him and his holding his homework up and sent it to the teacher. But why would he change all of his clothes into his stepdad's clothes to do this? Like, he left his underdrawers on the floor in his mom's room, and the police never thought to pick them up or look at them or anything. Like I said, they have a thing on change.org for y'all to, if you want, I'll drop the link here in a second. Or it's in the about section, actually. If one of my mods can go in the about section and get it and drop it, it's a link for him for the change.org. If you guys just want to go over there and sign it, that would be great. So we can get this case looked at. Hopefully, maybe by a different source, somebody that knows what they're doing. I just don't think where he was from, they knew how to handle it. I think they did it. I don't think they did it to their ability. I just almost guarantee you that it wasn't up to their ability. Yeah, the shoestring was going across his chin right here, up around his ears. Hey, Mama. I know I'm behind y'all. I'm just looking. There was an investigation, but they didn't do shit. They didn't look at anything. They didn't take fingerprints from anything. They didn't do shit. And I think, honestly, the only reason why it stayed open as long is to benefit, I guess, the parents in somehow way, because they were so like rude and condescending when they were talking about this case on Facebook. I gotta get it home so I can show you guys all this shit. But they were like, "Oh, we take all our cases extremely, uh, extremely, I can't think of the name. Oh shit! What did they say? See, I need the papers or my laptop. No, I have good signal almost all the way home. Probably like a half a mile before I get home. I feel like I have something on my face. I feel like something's touching me. No, ma'am, I did not curse. I had no idea. I'm so sorry, love. But so the police never questioned the little brother that was in the house with him. So later on that evening, the mom asked the little boy, "So what happened today? What did you do?" The little boy said, "Sean's friend came over and was punching him and chasing him. But because he's a 2-year old, you're gonna just ignore it?" Well, because I've got questions for you, but I'll ask you later when it's just me and you, or me and you in the group. I don't want to ask you and put it out here. So I have questions though, because I'm kind of curious now. I just think there is other stuff to this case. It cannot be that he strangled himself, y'all. No way possible. His feet. Now, the way he was hung, like I said, he could put his feet down. The bottom of his feet were clean. Clean. Like if he just got out of the bathtub, clean. No way. Their yard wasn't just grass. It was like that dusty dirt. I know you know what I'm talking about, discovering. Because North Carolina has a lot of that dusty ass dirt. No, you ain't. Quit lying.
Have a good night. Both my damn thing.
Don't all y'all speak at the same time now.
All right, not all at once. Lieutenant Dan. Heather. Where's my phone?
I got it.
Trying to make sure. Oh, yeah. You realize I ain't got it. Oh, shit. Damn water bottle.
Hey guys, you know, like when I try to share stuff with you guys in the group or something and you guys can't hear what I'm saying, it's because I have the do not disturb on, so it's not letting me use the voice and stuff.
I need some earrings. I'm tired. Bad.
What? What? Fucking Brandon. What's it? No, I don't want to read that out of mine. I don't know what's going on if my chat is stopped or what. Is there anybody talking or am I not seeing it? Fuck, you know, I was supposed to go to Dan Aries' house today.
Oh, I thought you were asking why I was going this way.
No, I was supposed to go to her house. It's getting too late now. Because it's almost 8 o'clock.
Right here beside the fucking house.
Yeah, but it's getting too dark and I got to fill that paper out. So I said it's too late now. I don't know what's going on with this lot with my live. I know what he said.
I know. I told you. I've been telling you that 3 months, boy. You're like, goddamn.
See what he said though.
Yeah.
I can't see nothing. Oh, you were nice enough to wait. Thanks. Oh, it's because I was talking about this case because it's just so unreal that the law didn't do their job. No, it isn't unreal. Let me take that back because I lied. It isn't unreal that the law didn't do their job. Because we know that they don't normally do their job very well. You got some that are really good, and you got some that are really fucking shitty. It's my lighter. Look at this. That is the quietest fucking air machine I've ever heard. But I mean, so you guys think there could have been a chance he did do it himself? I don't know. I just don't see it. I think the police should have did more to prove an investigation that was open for a year, a case that was open for a year and nothing was done. Like they didn't come and take fingerprints. They didn't hear when the mom said that the trash bag that was in the house wasn't the same type of trash bags that they bought. There was none of them trash bags that was laying on the counter to match the ones in the house. That was the only one. So who put it there? Mom took grandma to the doctors. Dad had the youngest baby at an appointment in a different city, like an hour and a half away. Sister was at school. It just doesn't make any sense. Like he knew when he stayed home alone, he wasn't allowed to have people in his house, right? I understand they're gonna sneak around and do things that their parents wouldn't allow. But the way they made this kid out to be, like he wouldn't do something like that. He wasn't a risk taker or a rule breaker. But with the brother saying a friend, he never said the friend's name. And the mother said she doesn't think he knew who the friend was. Why would he do his homework if he was going to do something like this? Why be excited to watch his little brother? I just don't get it. Exactly. So I believe he was already deceased by the time he got out to the swing set. Just how did he get out there? And he couldn't have been there very long, considering it was a shoelace. A shoelace is not going to hold all that weight for very long without giving out.
She's like hang the whole body.
Especially
Maybe if a double it or triple it or something like that, but like
no,
it
it
has
was
to
a
be two
single.
or three of them
It
put
was
together.
a single shoelace.
No way. How big was the body? Like that motherfucker will snap and things are not built with like that. They're built to tie shoes, not
Yeah, I understand that too. I understand that. But why do it while you're babysitting? You know you can get caught. You know you're going to get in trouble.
Don't think for this aren't very smart, huh?
No, I just don't think he did it. I don't think he unalived himself watching his baby brother. I don't think he would have his brother
Some
there.
people have bad depression though. Some people have different reasons.
A 12-year-old?
No, I'm just saying, yeah, because the kids like that are unstable as shit. Mind developing, fucking hormones acting up.
I would show you all the things that I have and that I've dug up and I've researched on this case within the last year. There was nothing. at all. This kid seemed like a very happy, yeah, like he just was enjoying his life at 12 years old.
But some kids
He wanted to be, he wanted to go in the military like his mom and his stepdad. He wanted to be president. Like he had a lot of aspirations for a 12-year-old. He loved to read books, like loved it books. At 11 years old, he spent $107 of his own money he saved up to buy books. And they were all
were the type of parents that wanted reading books and shit all
no, no.
Now I've seen some parents not even have a TV in the house. Like some
No,
parents
this
like
kid
want their
just
kids
loved to
into
write.
books.
No, he just loved to read. He was that type of kid. Like the daughter was like, she couldn't believe it either. Like she found him. His sister's the one that found him. Because she got home from school late that day. And oh, so she was coming home when she knocked on the door, rang the bell because she couldn't find her key. Nobody answered. And she called her mom and she's like, well, Sean's there. She's like, try to call his cell phone. He might be upstairs playing a video game. Didn't answer the phone. She's like, well, go around back and see if the back door is unlocked. She went around back, and that's when she found her brother hanging from the swing set. At first, she didn't realize who it was. As she got closer, she noticed his hand and rushed over there to him. I don't see how he could do all this when the kid is blind without his glasses, and his glasses were nowhere near him.
It could be a state though.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he did it himself.
That's what I'm saying. It could just be state. That's why his glasses wasn't where he was at, and it wasn't their government speak and all that shit. The state. He could have been toted out there and killed in the house, and they went out there and hung him to where it looked like he committed suicide or whatever.
Yeah, I'll tell her.
That's what a stage crime is. To make it look like something that's
I
really
know,
not.
and the police went with what they saw. That was it. They didn't do anything in the inside of the house.
Find out if you don't have no,
I don't have that.
They can be able to tell with the marks in your.
I have all that stuff at home.
Put on your neck.
Yeah, no. It was crossed here.
If they're superficial marks, they'll know.
But what I'm saying is the shoelace was going across here.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying you can tell that's red flag.
And no further from the ground he was, he could have put his feet down.
Exactly.
I think they said he was like what? 90 pounds? I don't know. I got the paperwork at home. But he was like 4 foot something. He was almost
the measurements on how far the rope was from the ground, how far his feet was from the ground. Like that's why I say scientifically they put that shit together.
I don't think they did shit. No, they closed it as what it was. What the however it's already closed. The case is closed.
Okay, I'm gonna say, but a couple years down the road, somebody might say something like, "Oh, that was a stage crime." It wasn't what it looked like, and then they'll open it back up.
The family has tried.
I know understand. We gotta wait on somebody to come forward.
They're trying to get somebody else to look at it, reopen it. All right, gotta go back to the comments since I wasn't looking at this phone. Oh, come on. I don't think he did it. Okay, just out of curiosity, I googled it, and most shoelaces are made of nylon. So a nylon shoestring can hold up around 60 pounds. I think he was around 90 pounds.
Exactly.
He was a healthy boy.
If he's 90 pounds and he's weighing back 60 pounds, they were weight based.
60 pounds. So he was more, you could tell he was more than 60 pounds. I'm sorry. I don't think a 12-year-old would be at 60 pounds anyway.
Take a 90-pound weight, 90 pounds of weight from a fucking shoestring and see if it snaps. That's scientific. You know what I mean? Then you can prove that it won't.
What are you going to put there? A bowling ball?
No, you get some fucking steel weight, 45-pound weights and 90 pounds. Tie it to a string to a fucking tree and see if that motherfucker snaps or it holds up. Drop the weight from it like you would if you step off of a chair or something and see if that motherfucker snaps.
I don't understand how he did that though.
I know
if he did that,
it don't make sense what you're telling me.
Like, think about it, though. He tied himself to the, supposedly, allegedly, he tied himself to the swing set with a bag over his head, right? Bag over his head, blind at that. The shoelace went across his chin. His hands were completely bound and tightened as tight as it could be against his side, right? And then how did he hang himself? Did he just what? Because he was too low to the ground. Did he jump off the swing? Yeah, it's the helmet. The motorcycle bag from the helmet was over his head. That's what I'm saying. He had a bag over his head. And it was a nylon bag, so I don't see him suffocating. I'm pretty sure they said he strangled himself. But I don't see how he did that if it was the shoelace was tied around his chin, not his neck. I don't know. My tooth is killing me. I don't have it anymore. You have it anymore? What? You have it anymore? I don't know. I'm not at home, man. I think I gave you the last two. That was the last one, I think. As long as you have that, because he will roll. Or I don't know how if he knows how to use the machine, and he'll be in and out of the room all night. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I had to put some. I just got my tooth. It's killing me. So yeah, it was like a nylon bag that you would put a helmet in. And it was a belt used that bounded his hands to his side. It was so tight, y'all. that EMT documented that it was kind of giving him an issue trying to take it off. I just don't see the how he did it though. Even if he did do it himself, what actually what did he actually pass away from? Because there's no marks around his neck from the shoelace. No, I'm not saying that's what it was on the paper, but that's the word I'm using for it because I can't pronounce the name. Oh, that almost was an accident waiting to happen. Damn, people need to learn how to drive. This dumb girl drove all the way down the opposite side of the parking lot. Truck turned in and about hit her, sideswiped her ass. Or no, actually T-boned her until she like realized what she was doing and moved. Stupid. I am so hungry. His second dinner. That boy eats more dinners than I can count on one hand. But can anybody make this make sense to me? I am willing to seriously hear anybody's opinion on this. But I just want to know why oh shit. I want to know why the Yorks Yorkstown Police Department just didn't think that this case was worth looking into. Why, even if the case was open for a whole year, why was why didn't they collect evidence at the time? Why didn't they look at the stuff the parents were telling them that was wrong? Or for God bid, why did you not collect them underwear and test them? Never know. I don't understand why he would go in his parents' room and take, they couldn't even find his clothes, by the way. Just saying. The clothes he wore that day, they could not find them. He was totally stripped from his clothes from head to toe and put in his stepdad's clothes or his dad. I don't know if they how he looked at him. Um, I didn't know they went down.
I didn't know they just put it on there.
But um, I just don't understand why the police didn't do more.
Hey, look.
Or why won't somebody else look into the case? Or why can't they get somebody else to look into the case? Come on. I need to get to the laptop.
I tell you, the motherfucker had to get the shit put in the car.
Got a bunch of shit we didn't need.
Huh?
We went in there for bread. Come out with 2, 3 bags.
No, it was about food too.
I'm sure you bought food.
Huh? No, I bought.
Damn, I keep kicking myself out. I just wish somebody would. We need to get the link.
Like 285 bucks.
We need to get the link to his change.org link. To drop it. So that way if y'all want to go ahead and sign the petition for his case to be reopened by somebody different, it'd be a great help. I'm sure his parents would be grateful.
They was talking over that kangaroo. They said they started putting the thing on the damn truck. So they left them there going 15 minutes at a time. And like a trace, so they started fucking over here paying $1.
Yeah.
Now we'll go back out to your just a small deal. Get it going and start with on something. Yeah, but I think I gave you the last one I had before because I told you I was like, I found one. You was like, oh, I need that. I didn't know the windows open.
So in case it rains, it goes in the house.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, why leave the fucking windows open on the building? Like, oh, you're allowing water to come in. What the hell?
Allowing wildlife to go into.
Any and everything. That's what I'm saying. Birds, every damn thing. Hell no, I gotta get that phone and shit later. That shit done. That's what I'm saying.
Damn it. I did not realize my mic was muted. I was in there talking and talking and talking and not even realizing I won't talk to nobody. I mean, it's gonna be hot tomorrow. They're leaving. She's leaving tomorrow to go to Jersey with Fort. What was you say?
Oh, right. Mother's going to visit me.
No, school shopping. Because there's no tax in Jersey. That's close. When I was in New York, that's where we used to school shop when we could afford it. It wasn't the point of affording the school stuff. It was the point of affording the money to get there.
I got to put a reminder in my calendar Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. We're to get that ready.
So does anybody have any thoughts on this case? Or am I the only one thinking? Like, I just don't understand how he did it. We know that it's impossible for him to be unalive by the shoelace because it was wrapped around his chin, not his throat. He was mere centimeters off the ground, y'all. Like, seriously.
How much?
Centimeters?
Centimeters?
What is it?
That's about 3 inches, 2 inches.
Well, I'm just saying, he's like, very well off the ground. Like, literally, it was like, the way he was dangling, his knees barely touched the ground. If he would have literally, like, tried out his feet, like his feet, barely touched it. That's what I'm saying. It would be hanging though.